Okay, out here at Evergreen Baptist Church in Anderson. Uh, just giving you a backside view of the church here. I'm kind of at the back corner of the cemetery. Definitely what looks like the new building and the original building. Don't know that for sure, but uh, here we're looking kind of at the backside of the cemetery here. This is the older portion of pretty fairly filled with a lot of unmarked graves, a lot of temporary markers. As you can see, a lot of temporary markers that just don't show anything anymore. Most everything over here is toppled, if there is anything. George Shaw here. The graves that are here are bunted very well. Uh, this one here under the tree, I've already forgotten the name on it. It's Will Lewis, I think. This thing is just so covered in lichen and everything. That thing could use a hit of D2. A lot of places here where you just see stones. I don't know if these were field markers or they're just rocks. Could be either one. Got a couple over here. There are two, as I recall, Oscar Pickens here. Two graves that are toppled that I can't do anything with. That one, not sure who it is. I searched around in some of that stuff. I don't think there's anything there. Here you can see another toppled marker, but Nellie Pickens, we were able to get that. Some in the trees here. Not horribly bad. As we get on kind of over here, we just have some more. This one looks pretty recently broken. I know the photos from 2010 or so, they were still upright. This one here is going to be over before long. You see that big crack all the way through. I don't know how it's still standing. Just big rock in the ground. We got some newer graves over here. Dates are just all over the place in this area. You got 2020 over there and 1953 here. 1979. This definitely is a new marker that was placed recently. Several of those I found here. William Miller. Interesting. It's just basically an iron cross. You can get close there and you can make out the name is Ruby Moorhead. Ruby Pickens, Johnny Lee Pickens. More temporary markers. Hoovers, a mother and daughter over there. Mother and son. Sorry. Lenny Bell Ellis. Unfortunately, this seems to be the collecting spot for all the flowers when they blow. But you just got everything in here. Airlines. That's kind of an interesting name I haven't run across before. Airline. Sandra Johnson. Trying to remember if any of these were specific requests. Kind of focus on them. Didn't find a whole lot of them. Maybe 10 or so. Fanny and Elsie Ned Long. Gonna loop back just a little bit here. Willie Putman there. Here just unknown, but it's bunted around pretty nice. Charlie Gilliard, William McDowell, Willie Anderson, Dora Hampton, James Anderson over there. All right, two things here. Number one, you can see this. We've got cinder block and rock bunting all around. If there's anything in there, I could not find it. It's just so grown up. I couldn't find anything in there. This. You just got the huge propane tank right in the middle. That kind of shocks me. And then you got a broken marker there, which you wonder if the propane tank had something to do with that. Thompson, Mance, Butler, Nina Cunningham right there. Pretty good condition for a marker. It's 111 years old. This is the Butler plot, Roscoe, Hannah, and Idella, and also that unknown broken marker. Right here, I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's a grave, but no marker in it. Right there we got Leanna Thomas. And yeah, this is just kind of odd over in this area. Reverend W.M. Brown, Margie Mance. I keep wanting to say that name is Nance. Rosa Davis, McDowell, I believe that is. And then here, this one we do have a marker. Sam Tucker and Willie Tucker over there. This one, no indication. But somebody did some nice work on the rocks around that, though. Oh, been a while since I've done one of these videos, so out of practice. Hopefully you all enjoy it. This is kind of specifically for someone who asked me to do this cemetery, but we'll put it up for everybody to see. I don't know much about this church. Seems it's a historically black church. Seems fairly old. I mean, say at least around the 1900s would be a founding. This is the other marker that I can't do much with. Very nice. I mean, that would have been an expensive marker in the day. Butler. I tried even climbing under there, sticking my hand with the phone with the flashlight on to see if I could find any writing, and I couldn't. All right. Now we get into a more modern section. We got Madison, Pickens, Della Owens there, Ethel Owens beside, Mance, Gambrell, Griffin, Sullivan, Colonel Curtis Johnson, and Johnny Johnson. I'm guessing there's a relation there. Scott Brown, John Olin Johnson, Lucy Gideon Johnson. See back there, two unmarked. And then right here in the middle, Hewley Johnson. Another one that could use some D2. This I don't know. It's like it was a big flower pot. I checked the tall grass there, nothing I could find. Sam Gillard, that looks like a new marker, but it's been here a while. Mary and Matthew Sloan, sorry, now I've got the hiccups. Hunter and Minnie Collins, Ina Collins, Bud Lee Clink Scales. That one's kind of interesting. I'll show it to you in a minute. This one I know was a request. Annie Gambrell. Still got flowers on it. I think they've been there a while. So Bud Lee Clink Scales has another marker right behind here. It is very old. It looks like had a place for his wife. Don't know what happened there, but I mean, it's possible that's her right there, Annie Thompson. May have remarried. Nathan Collins, military marker. Leola Dill back there. Wade Shaw, Carrie Acker. Another night, at one time, nicely bundled plot, no marker in it. Lily Madison. Again, here, not quite sure, but here there is a marker. I believe it's for Philip Pickens. I had a devil of a time getting down there to read that, or let's say I had a devil of a time getting back up after getting down there to read that. Johnny Reed. I forget this one. You can search Find a Grave for the date of 1968 and find whoever was February 17th. Was able to match that up. Nice little banner here on the ground for Carter Lee, Nettie Louise, and Carter Lee Rice. They have a full marker here. That is, I would say, new since the mom died. As father, son, and mother. Thomas Blanding, Thelma Shell, Gilliards. Here another bunted plot with no markers. Gladys Letlow, temporary marker with nothing. Again, not sure. Catherine Adams, Brodus White, Merriweathers, Johnny White, Mamie White, Sheila Pickens, Myrtle Hunt. Now, this one does have a name on the back of it. It's handmade. Carrie Sloan, I think it is. Daniel Johnson, we've been through that. Back here, Blandings, I believe. A couple of requests for them. Fanny Blanding Williams right there. And Quincy Williams, I remember those were requests. You can see in between there, 2 temporary markers. One of them, let me just walk over there real quick. I don't remember who it was. Cora Wilson. And this one has lost all the information. So we don't know that one. You can see the ground. I'll try and find a couple of places where it's really obvious. Matthew Thompson over there. You can see where a lot of burials are that are unmarked. We got the Woods over here. We got Tony Eugene Wood back there. James Thompson, Harold Gambrell, Helen McDowell Rice. This one, Janie Teasley. Donald Walton. Again, a temporary marker here, but we can see it's Mac Charles Jones. That marker, we can't tell anymore. Helen and Jimmy Thomas. And then we get, this is still newer section. Again, a lot of mix and match on marking and not. I mean, overall, the cemetery's in decent condition, kept up. Grass is all cut and everything. Just, it's, here's a good, I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but you can see these plots of grass where it's like, all right, you can tell somebody's buried there. Like this one right here, we do have a marker of M.C. Malden, but here and here we don't. James Arthur Gaines over there. So I think we got you a pretty good feel of the cemetery here, or at least I hope so. Heading over to Due West for somebody, so we'll get over there and see how that goes today.